Hi, I'm David Knestout. I'm from Salisbury Pit and Pub, and we're making barbecue sandwiches on DelmarvaLife, and it is showtime.
Carolina pulled pork, barbecue chicken, smoked wings. Hey, your mouth watering yet? I know mine is.
Mine is. For 13 years, Pit and Pub has served all these savory smokehouse favorites to the shore. Today, we're welcoming one of the co-owners of the Salisbury location into the DelmarvaLife kitchen.
Yeah, this is David Knestout, and you are at the Salisbury location, but there's actually three
Yes. So
locations?
We actually have 4 locations.
4, okay.
So we have Rumbley Pit and Pub, and then we have Northside Pit and Pub, 28th Street Pit and Pub. Both locations are in Ocean City, of course. And then we have Salisbury. So we have, and we have also additional location coming here in the near future.
Ooh. All right, so what are you making for us today?
So we're going to be making the porker today. It's kind of like a flatbread sandwich with pork loin. Comes with some sauteed onions, jalapenos, and mushrooms, and that'll be topped with Swiss cheese. And then we'll be also making the brisket melt, which is a phenomenal sandwich, and you can't go wrong with it.
All right, so what do you, I have a funny feeling I'm cutting up some things here.
Yeah, we're gonna have you start with the onion. All we're gonna do is dice up some onion, and then once we're diced up, we're gonna throw some butter in the pan, the diced onion, and we're gonna put a little bit of jalapeno and mushroom in.
And when you say dice, you mean like in little squares?
Yeah, you can go a little bit on the chunkier side.
Okay.
It's more of a what preference people have. Some people like to have their onion a little bit chopped a little bit thicker, and others thinner. But we're just gonna do a couple quick dices. Doesn't have to be the whole onion.
And then I'm going to get started on this.
So now, the pork loin, we're gonna try to slice as thin as possible when you're doing the pork loin. It just comes out a little bit more even and helps everything get really nice and hot. And on that pork loin, we have like our La Cruces seasoning. Kind of helps give it like more of a crust on the outside, kind of dries it as it's cooking. So if you actually overcook something with that seasoning on it, it might come out a little dried out.
And normally you guys wouldn't be slicing this by hand.
Right.
You'd be on the slicer.
Yeah, normally it's on a slicer. You want to try to get it as thin as you possibly can, as I was saying, which you're doing a wonderful job over here. Like that's very good. And I'd say that's plenty of onion there.
Okay.
Yep. So we're going to throw a piece of butter in.
Just one?
Yep, just one. And while that's going, we get our onions in.
How many pieces of this pork do you need?
I would say right around 8 pieces.
Okay.
Looks like getting pretty close there, around
3,
6.
4, 5.
A couple jalapeno pieces, a couple mushroom pieces.
Okay. If Jimmy were here, he would be throwing this whole thing of jalapenos in there.
And that's definitely on a spicy, depending on how spicy you want it. Fresh jalapenos are definitely a little bit spicier. These are pickled, so it kind of takes a little bit of the kick, the heat out there for you.
And
just a couple more onions, and that's perfect. Or mushrooms, that's perfect.
Let that cook up a little bit.
Nope.
We'll give that a quick stir.
Now, when you make these in the shop, do you already have all of this done, or do you make them to order?
So normally, we make each batch of the sauteed veggies, to order, and then our pork loin, we just slice about roughly 6 ounces, and put it right on top of this once we get a nice saute going, and then we'll get our flatbread going here in 1 second. So we got that going. We're going to take our flatbread and we're just going to give this a little bit of heat on the pan. This is just trying to crispen. We're going to soften it up, but crispen out the outside. So now we have this ready, and our onions are starting to get a nice brown color to them. We're going to put our loin right on top of all this stuff.
Okay.
So I'm going to take pork loin, and I like to just kind of lay it across because we're going to let the steam from the veggies kind of help basically trap. The meat trap the steam from the veggies to kind of help finish sauteing them and softening them up. We'll that piece right off to the side.
Well, now I'm going to start trying it.
You guys can try a piece. Yep.
Got an extra one there.
Then I'm just going to take this flatbread, flip it over. As you can see, it's got a nice little golden brown to it now. And this other side's only going to take about 1 second. So it's going to be pretty quick. And we're going to take this out. And I'm actually just going to flip this right up on this cutting board.
Right up here, okay.
Sorry. So we got a nice light, nice and soft. Kind of bring this to the center. So what we're going to do is basically flip
Okay.
everything right over. It's definitely a tough process. A little bit
You're gonna
easier
do
in the
that.
little bit easier in the restaurant, of course.
Of course.
And then we'll let it go for like another minute. So I'm just gonna kind of get the best I can here. Give it a quick little.
You
flip.
probably do it without thinking in the restaurant.
Yeah, in the
right?
restaurant, it's definitely a quick, simple flip. And also, you have 2 spatulas, and a big flat top, so it's definitely a little easier. All right, while that's finishing up, we're gonna take a little bit of our chipotle here.
Oh, do you need a little knife or something?
Yeah,
I got one
sorry.
back here. Just,
A spoon or a knife.
A
We're
knife.
just gonna put a decent amount right across the middle here.
okay. Chipotle, decent amount. Is that
Perfect.
okay?
That's beautiful.
No, that stuff's delicious. Chipotle sauce is just a little bit of mayo, tomato paste, chipotle peppers, lemon juice, cilantro, salt and pepper. Pretty basic, pretty simple. A lot of stuff we do is, what's kind of around the house. So
Okay.
definitely helps. Now with the
cheese.
pork loin, kind of everything all nice and hot, we're gonna take 2 pieces of Swiss and just top that right over top.
Oh.
And we're gonna kind of let that melt up. Give it a little movement here to help melt that cheese.
This looks incredible already.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
My stomach's already screaming. Feed me, feed me.
A lot of times, this is what I noticed. A lot of employees like to eat as their lunch meal.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
It's
so we
definitely
know that's
one
good.
one of their favorites at the restaurant. So
Right.
once this gets starting to melt, we're just gonna take it right
Take
over.
it and put it
And we're
right
just
over.
gonna flip it right on top of that chipotle.
Oh, that looks good.
Just like that, and if you want, put a little of the extras on top, a little added
There
flavor.
you go.
And then, so basically, we'll fold it, and that's how we would normally eat it. But of course, with us sharing it today, so we all can enjoy some of this deliciousness, we're just gonna give it a cut in half, and it'll be more like a flatbread.
All right, so
So you
okay,
can-
we're gonna take a little break here.
We're gonna take our time to enjoy that.
Come back, and then we're gonna work on the brisket. Sound good?
That's great.
Stick around, DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back.
The porker, as you can see, is complete, but we're not quite done here in the DelmarvaLife kitchen just yet. We're back with David Knestout. He's the co-owner of Pit and Pub in Salisbury. What else do you have cooking for
We
us
got
while
taste
we're
of-
gonna?
we got-
Well,
yeah.
we got to try the
Yeah.
porker first. But what else are you cooking for us today?
So up next, we have our brisket melt. It's kind of like play on a grilled cheese, like a stuffed grilled cheese. We're gonna be putting some brisket, bacon, cheddar cheese, bacon jam, which you can never go wrong with.
No.
Extra
Bacon jam.
Oh yeah, bacon jam. And it also has some hot peppers in there. And then we got our house barbecue sauce, which we'll finish it off with.
That is absolutely delicious.
This is amazing.
It's an explosion of flavors.
It
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, they're still coming.
Yep. So,
So you already got the bacon going
so
here.
yep, already got the bacon working. We're gonna give this a quick flip, real quick.
Okay.
Now that we got that flip, we're gonna take 2 pieces of butter. We're gonna pop it right in this pan.
Okay. Plop, plop.
Perfect. Then we're gonna take 2 pieces of white bread. We're gonna put it right on top of that butter, get a nice,
Oh,
good,
yeah.
like grilled
Oh, yeah.
Like kind of like a
cheesy-
grilled
You
cheese.
could do this on a griddle. You could do it any way, pretty much. I'm actually gonna move it off some heat so it takes its time. We're gonna lay 2 pieces of cheddar right on the side. Let that start melting. We're gonna take some of our bacon jam.
What is in bacon jam?
So this bacon jam is sugar, water, hot peppers, red pepper, jalapeno. There's actually a little bit of smoke liquid in here.
Ooh.
And you also got, sugar, vinegar,
Wait, there's no
lemon juice.
bacon?
Sorry.
Gotcha.
Thank you very
I
much,
got it.
sir. So we're gonna kind of let that go. We can throw another piece of cheddar on top of our other side there.
Okay.
Back on the heat. We'll just let that kind of go and start melting for us. And then while that's going, we're gonna pull this bacon on top of this. This will help accelerate your cheese melting process. So
Okay.
if you'd like, grab these tongs back. Just take this, fold it right, kind of double. You fold it in half, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
almost get 6 pieces of bacon per
How much bacon you must go through?
Bacon, when you work in a barbecue restaurant, a lot of bacon gets
lot of
sold.
bacon.
Oh yeah. So now in this bacon grease that we have, we're gonna take a couple pieces of our brisket. Now this brisket was smoked overnight for 12 hours. So I wish I could bring a whole brisket in for you guys, but unfortunately I can't. But
Oh.
we're gonna take about 4 to 5 pieces here. And we're just gonna put them on our skillet in our bacon grease, and we're just gonna give it a nice sear until it gets nice and hot. Now, what I like to say is, you know, some people when you smoke a brisket at home, you have a whole bunch of brisket left over. So this is just perfect way to use up whatever leftovers you have,
right,
and you don't,
absolutely.
you know, you can have fun with it in a way and make up whatever you can. So we'll check this bottom of this bread. It looks about perfect golden brown. So we're gonna pull that off the heat. Turn that off. Give our brisket a quick flip here.
And that brisket looks like it is tender.
Yeah, so there are a couple different cuts, of course, of brisket. You know, some people do like a fattier brisket, and some people like lean brisket. But I like with the brisket mode, I prefer more of a leaner brisket. But like I said, some people will ask for the really, really fatty brisket, and a lot of flavor, a lot of flavor.
So while we're waiting for this to cook up, tell us again your locations.
So we have a location down in Rumbly. It's out on the water, right on the bay there, and yeah, the boat ramp, boat access. So
Very
a
nice.
lot of people come by boat down there. And then we have Salisbury, which is located right across from the college on South Salisbury Boulevard. It's in the University Square Shopping Center, and there's also parking in the back. A lot of people think that front parking spot is it, you know, the front parking lot, but we do have additional parking in the back, so don't ever be shy to come around back, see what you got. Then we have Northside Pit and Pub, like I said, down in Ocean City, and we have 28th Street, also in Ocean City.
Okay. Are we
Those-
ready to put this
those
on
are
the sandwich?
originals. Yep. We're gonna pop this right on. One side there,
Oh,
just like that.
That's a
please.
lot of meat there.
yes, please.
On top. So we always try to do bigger portions here, and then once that's all done, we're just gonna take it. Sorry,
No, you're good.
mix some barbecue here.
Oh,
Mix some
yeah.
You
barbecue.
need the sauce.
And we're gonna take everything and plop it right on top.
There we go.
Give it one more flip, just like that. Nice golden brown right on top, and it's all set up. and
All set
ready to
up.
go.
All right. Well, we're going to do a quick taste because we're running out of time
Yeah.
here. So if you want to
Yep.
go ahead
Just
and
slide this right off for you.
put this over here.
Better grip here. Sorry.
Back together.
That
Yeah.
just looks phenomenal.
We're just gonna give a nice quick cut. And then we got our sandwich
Wow.
Look at that.
right here.
Am I going to be able to even bite into that? Here you go, Mike. Here's your side.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Some of the sauce.
It's still a little hot, so this could be interesting.
A little water. To die for, right?
Oh my goodness.
Remind me to thank Jimmy for allowing me to do DelmarvaLife today when I see him next time tomorrow.
That is absolutely amazing. The flavors.
Oh yeah.
Pit and Pub, 4 locations. Try them out.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks
Yeah.
guys for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Stick around. DelmarvaLife will be right back.